In the world of YouTube, one name towers above all others: MrBeast. With over 200 million subscribers and a reputation for giving away millions of dollars in every video, Jimmy Donaldson, better known as MrBeast, has become a symbol of generosity, spectacle, and YouTube success. But behind the viral thumbnails, behind the money, the stunts, and the smiles, lies a complex story. One that forces us to ask, is MrBeast really changing the world for the better? Or is he simply monetizing desperation for the sake of content? Let's take a closer look. MrBeast's rise to fame wasn't accidental. He spent years studying the YouTube algorithm, perfecting his style, and finding the magic formula for virality. His early videos were simple: counting to 100,000, reading the dictionary, watching paint dry. But what set him apart was his endurance and his obsession with going viral. Then the giveaways began. At first, it was a few $1,000s here and there. A pizza delivery guy gets a $10,000 tip. A homeless man gets a new house. A subscriber wins a car. The audience was hooked. Jimmy wasn't just giving away money, he was changing lives. Or so it seemed. But as his channel grew, so did the scale of his videos. Soon, it wasn't just giving money, it was challenges, games, and contests with high stakes. The last to leave format became his trademark. Last to leave the circle wins $500,000. Last to stop touching the Lamborghini gets to keep it. The key to MrBeast's success was turning human endurance, and often human desperation, into entertainment. It's no surprise that people began to raise eyebrows. A disturbing example of this growing discomfort came from the YouTube channel Meat Canyon, known for its unsettling animations and sharp satire. In one of their videos, a man is lying in a hospital bed in need of a heart transplant. MrBeast bursts in with a camera crew, offering him two options: a life-saving heart or a brand new Tesla. Shockingly, the man chooses the Tesla. What follows is a grotesque game where he must dig through dozens of coolers filled with human hearts to find the car key before time runs out. The message is clear. The animation brutally criticizes the way MrBeast turns real, human suffering into content. It's a chilling reminder that sometimes the line between help and exploitation is razor thin. But satire aside, how much of this critique applies to MrBeast's real videos? Many of his fans argue that he's doing more good than harm. After all, he's giving money to people who need it. He's building wells in Africa. He's planting trees. He even paid for 1,000 blind people to get eye surgery so they could see again. But critics point out that it's not just what he's doing, but how he's doing it. In MrBeast's world, help is conditional. If you want the prize, you must compete. You must perform. You must suffer. It's not your story or your struggle that gets the spotlight. It's your willingness to entertain. This brings us to an uncomfortable question. Is this charity? Or is it poverty porn? The term poverty porn was coined by Colombian filmmakers Luis Ospina and Carlos Melo in the 1970s. Their mockumentary, The Vampires of Poverty, exposed how media often exploits the suffering of the poor for emotional impact, without addressing the root causes of poverty. In MrBeast's videos, participants aren't chosen for their talents or efforts, but often for their needs. And those needs, their pain, their desperation, becomes part of a massive spectacle watched by millions. In 2021, the world became obsessed with Squid Game, the Korean Netflix series that portrayed a deadly competition where people in debt fight to the death for a massive cash prize. The show was a scathing critique of capitalism and how society treats the vulnerable as disposable entertainment for the wealthy. MrBeast saw something else. Soon after Squid Game became a hit, Jimmy posted a TikTok: "If this gets 10 million likes, I'll recreate Squid Game in real life." It did. So he did. With a $4 million budget, MrBeast's version of Squid Game was nearly identical to the show's challenges, minus the death, of course. But critics argued that he missed the point entirely. Instead of critiquing the system, he recreated it. What was originally a warning about capitalism was now just another viral challenge for clicks. Yes, in MrBeast's version, nobody dies. In fact, the last person wins $456,000, and everyone eliminated gets $2,000. But the dynamics remain the same. The spectacle, the desperation, the fight for survival turned into entertainment. 2021 was a year of both massive growth and major controversy for MrBeast. A New York Times article published that year featured interviews with former employees who described Jimmy as a demanding, even aggressive boss. Some said he yelled at them until they cried. They painted a picture of a man very different from the cheerful figure we see on screen. But the controversy didn't stop the growth. By 2022, MrBeast reached 100 million subscribers and launched his chocolate brand, Feastables. He expanded his empire into new channels: gaming, philanthropy, reactions, all bringing in millions more in revenue. Then came 2024. Jimmy signed a deal with Amazon to create Beast Games, a massive reality competition inspired by Squid Game, this time with 1,000 contestants and a $10 million prize. It was the biggest cash prize in reality TV history. But even before the show aired, scandal hit again. Chris Tyson, one of MrBeast's closest friends and a recurring figure in his videos, had recently come out as a transgender woman, now going by the name ABA Chris. While many fans were supportive, things took a dark turn in July 2024 when private messages surfaced showing inappropriate conversations between ABA and a Discord moderator. Soon after, another user accused her of manipulation and inappropriate behavior with minors, leaking over 500,000 messages. MrBeast, who had supported ABA throughout her transition, now faced a dilemma. Under intense public pressure, he cut ties. In a statement, he called the situation disgusting, removed her from all his businesses and channels, and hired an external firm to investigate. Despite the controversy, Beast Games premiered in December 2024 and quickly became one of Amazon's most-watched shows of the year. But the reviews were brutal. Critics said MrBeast was too loud, too self-centered, and failed to give enough space to the contestants' stories. More importantly, they pointed out that while Squid Game condemned the exploitation of the poor, Beast Games seemed to glorify it. Then came the lawsuits. In September, 5 contestants filed a legal complaint against MrBeast's production company and Amazon, citing unsafe conditions during filming. Reports emerged of extreme exhaustion, dangerous challenges, and even hospitalizations. For someone known for his philanthropy, this was a shocking development. MrBeast has yet to issue a formal statement about the lawsuit, though in a behind-the-scenes video, YouTuber Colin and Samir defended the production. MrBeast's team also claimed to have contacted 97% of the contestants to collect feedback and improve future projects. And so, we return to the question that has hovered over this story. Is MrBeast's content a form of poverty porn? Is it just another way to exploit people's desperation for views? Yes and no. Yes, MrBeast turns need into entertainment. But unlike many who exploit suffering just for clout, he genuinely seems to be helping. He's built a business model where charity and profit go hand in hand. That's no small feat. He's found a way to take ad dollars from massive corporations and redirect them into the hands of regular people. He gives life-changing prizes and turns them into sustainable, profitable videos, all while producing content with higher production value than most shows on TV. And his impact doesn't end there. He's created jobs. He's taken philanthropy to an entirely new level. And he's shown that it's possible to make doing good scalable. Still, it's ironic, isn't it? We criticize public figures like MrBeast for filming their acts of charity. But we stay silent when companies make billions off products that actively harm people, whether it's tobacco, alcohol, or junk food. Would you rather someone profit by helping people or by poisoning them? In the end, The debate over whether MrBeast's content is true charity misses a deeper point. Yes, his business needs to make money, but reducing his work to just he does it for the views ignores something crucial: impact. Ultimately, what defines us is not just how we earn our money, but what we do with it. MrBeast has found a way to create positive change on a massive scale. He's made charity viral, and he's proven that work, when driven by purpose, can be more than just a paycheck. Most of us won't have millions to give away, but we all have the ability to do work that matters, to cook a great meal, to teach a student something they'll never forget, to build something that helps someone else. That's what lasts. That's what makes a difference. Because in the end, work isn't just about surviving. It's about creating value. It's about leaving a mark. And maybe, just maybe, that's what MrBeast is really trying to do.